Welcome to Reset Fundamentals. Hi everyone, I'm Zara and welcome back to Reset, the Mindset Makeover Show, giving you the tools you need to elevate your life, career, and income all on your own terms. If you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a single episode of Reset. Today on Reset, I'll share 2 tools I've used to help improve sales in my businesses. Overall, managing your business finances, sales, contacts, and building relationships are incredibly important, particularly for a new business. But when you're new, it's hard to figure out what's the best way to manage it and honestly to keep up with all of the different things that you need to do to build your business. And that's where these 2 tools come in. I'll include links to both of the tools in the description box. You'll also note that both of these tools have free options that I find incredibly useful with an abundance of different resources that you can still use with the free option. And then they have options to upgrade, which I think is great as you scale your business. First up is Streak. Streak is a CRM add-on for Google. So if you're using Gmail, this is perfect, and it helps you to streamline and manage all of your projects. So you might be wondering, what is CRM? CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. It's a technology for managing all of your customer relationships. So whether they're with sales, with different vendors, with marketing, with anything, it helps you to more effectively manage and build those relationships. Here's an example. Let's say I just started a business with a new product and I wanted to be able to sell my product to a specific store. We'll call it specialty grocery. If I wanted to manage where I was in this process, Streak would help me to do so. So I could track whether I contacted them, if I already pitched them, have I sent them a demo or samples, are we in the process of negotiating, and what's the likelihood of closing the deal? Streak would also give me reminders along the way so I can schedule tasks like remember to follow up with the status, follow up with the buyer to see if they're ready to finalize a purchase order, etc. It keeps me on track so that I don't have to. All right, so let's see Streak in real life. After you've added Streak as an add-on for your business, you can then integrate it into your Gmail account. First, you'll want to determine what type of boxes you'll need. And I'd also like to mention that Streak isn't just for business owners. You can use Streak to track job applications. You can use it to honestly even keep in contact with your friends and family and make sure you're reaching out to them. You can use it for just about anything you want to manage a relationship with. The other thing I really like about Streak is that most fields are customizable. So if the things they suggest aren't exactly what you need, you can create something that's more tailored to what you're looking for. You can also directly from your email add a box or add an email to a specific box. Just to make sure I'm clear, a box is like a different type of project or sales order or whatever you're tracking. So for instance, I have a project box, a sales box, an orders box, and within those I have different boxes of different types of projects. Within each of these boxes, you can create the specific task that I mentioned. So let's say you want to follow up on a sales order. You can do that here. Lastly, when you click on projects or sales or orders, whatever it is, you can see the status of each of the projects or click into them further to see what's going on, which I think is incredibly powerful because it's a great way to start your day by seeing where everything is that you're working on. That's just a high-level overview of Streak. If you have questions, leave it in the comments below. I'll also include a link in the description box so that you can try Streak for yourself. The next tool is really powerful in keeping track of your sales and managing your finances, and it's called Wave App. It's a financial management tool that integrates with your bank accounts. It also integrates with other sales and POS systems. So like if you're using Square, if you're selling on Shopify, it will pull in all of that information for you. This is great because particularly if you don't understand accounting or financial management and you need a way to track your business expenses and tools, you can do it all here in the free version. Now, I will say I've used other tools like QuickBooks, and QuickBooks is definitely more robust. And if I had the extra budget, would I use it? Absolutely. I haven't explored the pro options of Wave app where you pay for them, so I can't really compare that to QuickBooks and Wave app yet, but I do know for the free option, I value the money I'm saving a bit more than I value what I'm getting in the paid option from QuickBooks, which is why I choose to use it. I actually switched to Wave because the benefits outweigh the costs. Wave is an online financial management tool that enables you to track all your business expenses in addition to all of your revenue to more effectively manage your business finances. You could also use this for your personal finances. Now, I am going to an example of an account I already have set up through Wave for my business. For that reason, some of the information will be blurred out, but you'll be able to see what type of information is available here. So when you log into Wave, typically you're taken to the Launchpad, which will show you what do you want to accomplish today. So a couple of things you can do in Wave, you're able to invoice customers. So let's say you have orders. This is one place you can do it. You can also better manage your transactions and execute payroll for your employees and manage all of your taxes. If you're not looking to do any of those things today, you can also go to your dashboard. Your dashboard will give you a your dashboard will give you a snapshot of where your business is today. So it will let you know if you have any bills to pay, and then the major financial information. So that would include cash flow, profit and loss, any accounts payable or things that are overdue, etc. You'll also be able to see the status of any of the accounts that you've connected. Specifically, if you have any checking accounts, you'll be able to see the cash balances, any credit cards, you'll be able to see any debt that's owed on them. So when you get started with Wave, you'll definitely want to ensure that you link all of your accounts. And in linking your accounts, this will enable you to more effectively track money coming in and out of your business. One thing that I always tell people, it's incredibly important to separate business and personal finances. So even if you don't have a credit card or a checking account that specifically says business, open a separate personal checking account or a separate personal credit card that you use only for business. This will make your life significantly easier to track expenses as well as income. So there's a lot more you can do on Wave, and they also have some tutorials and things like that through their site, as well as what I find to be a helpful help section and lots of just online conversation about different ways that you can use it as a tool. What I use the most is I use the tools under accounting. So specifically transactions, this is where I go into and I code all of my transactions, whether they're revenue or their operational expenses and the different types of expenses. This made tax time so much easier for me this year versus prior years. So nothing will show up in your actual report until you verify it. So where you see these green check marks here, I verified those expenses. So I can actually go through and say, yes, this is a business expense, and then categorize what type of business expense it is. If it isn't a business expense, you can also delete it so that it's not being accounted for and you don't have to continuously go in and reconcile it. And I also like that this is pretty real time, meaning once you make these updates, you can go back and run another report and it will update to reflect this information. So I'm not going to go into extensive detail about Wave, but I just did want to share with you, you can get all of your major financial statements. You can track all of your sales and expenses. You can send customer invoices, and you can pay employees, all using this tool. Now, there are different versions of this. There's a free version and a paid version. So depending on how robust you need your offering to be will determine which version you use. And then the last part I will also mention here is that there are some integrations that you might find helpful. So for instance, one of the integrations is with Zapier, and you can actually use that to be able to pull in more details on transactions. Now, one thing I would say here is you have to be really careful to make sure you don't end up double counting things and you really understand the integrations that you're creating. I do find the Google Sheets integration useful if I need to export any information. As you can see here, we'll also integrate with Shopify, Square, and Stripe. It'll help you with calendar management, and it does integrate with some other CRM tools. Most of these are paid, so it's up to you what you want to do. These are just two of my favorite tools to manage your business or your life in general. What I like in particular about Wave is you can see all of the financial statements for your business. You can track where you are annually. You can determine which transactions are business transactions. Although, as a side note, if you want to make your life easy, just have separate cards for all of your business transactions versus your personal transactions. As I mentioned, I'll include links to both of them in the description box. Also, if you have any questions or you're using these, let me know in the comments and I'll try to respond or point you in the direction to some of the resources that I've used. Until next time, I'm Zara, and thank you for watching Reset, the Mindset Makeover Show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you in the next episode.